Yo, dude. Thank you very much for your check-in. Although it was quite a long one and very interesting to listen to, in terms of how your past 2 weeks have gone. Um, but nevertheless, thank you very much for your check-in. Like I said, sounds like a crazy week in terms of what's gone on with your dad, changing jobs, which in itself can be a massive stress and in itself can put a lot of stress on your goals as well, because I know it's such an important thing, that everything else takes a back foot and a back seat until you've got properly set up with your new job, etc. Everyone does it. As soon as you start a new job, everything sort of goes on the back burner until you're comfortable, until you settle in, and then you start doing those things again. So well done for sort of continuing the process while you've had your dad, you change a job, girl stresses, etc. It seems like you've kept your cool, and you have just been getting the job done. Have just been chipping away at things, which honestly, dude, is awesome. And I wouldn't have been disheartened if you just sort of came back to me and said, look, this past 2 weeks, this has happened, therefore I haven't even done anything, I haven't weighed in, I haven't eaten right, I haven't really trained that hard. I wouldn't have really been disheartened. I would have said, okay, look, you've fallen off track here. Let's just, tomorrow is a new day, next week's a new week. Let's start from tomorrow, just start tracking everything again, weighing again, getting everything down to the T. If that ever were to happen, then just let me know. I'm here to guide you, here to sort of push you in the right direction. Although we would like to see linear progression in terms of weight loss, and we'd like to see your weight come down, your lifts going up. Sometimes if life throws a curveball at you and something happens whereby those factors will change. So if anything like that ever were to happen, a curveball comes and you fuck up somewhere, please do not feel disheartened to let me know, because the more I know and the more honest you're with me, then the better your results will be and the better advice I can give you, and everything like that. Even if, say for example, one of my clients binged, and instead of having a go at them, I was just like, right, okay, what can we do to sort of move from this? What can we do to move forward from this and progress you as a better person? Because that's all what coaching is about. So we took down the calories for the last the 5 days afterwards, but actually it meant she was in an overall deficit over the week, so she actually found she lost weight. So little things like that, if you ever were to do yourself, because sometimes it can be quite a physiological thing or psychological thing. We can just have a chat, and it don't feel like you can hide anything from me, which you don't, because you admitted to me you had like a cheat meal, etc. Which is it means the world that you feel confident to let me know, because some people don't. And then you wonder why the progression's not there, and you wonder why the weight's not coming down, but really it's because they're not telling you they're not telling you the real stuff, and they're not actually putting in the work. So it's not me as a coach, it is the clients. So no, that's good. What I would say next time is try and keep your check-in video to maybe 10 minutes time. 20 minutes it was, although I loved every second of it, it was very long. And considering I've got a lot of check-ins to do on the weekend, sometimes listening to a 20-minute check-in and writing notes on that can get a burden of stuff written down, and then I have to put it all together as a small notepad thing here, just to kind of run through it. So if you can, maybe 10 minutes. And also I would like to see some progress pictures next week if you've got the time as well, just to see your body composition, see where you're at, see what how long we need to push things, because ideally this mini cut was only meant to be about 6 to 8 weeks, and maybe it's going to have to be longer than that depending on how you're looking. So next week send me over some progress pictures. But yeah, I mean, the last couple of weeks your weight has been fluctuating, and now you said you had your cheat meal on that day here, which you are going to weigh in heavier. A lot of that will be water weight, so the next couple of days things will start to level out. 4 pounds up is quite a lot, so you must have had something quite big, something heavy. So what I would say is, obviously the next couple of days, just stick to your macros, and by probably Wednesday, Thursday, things will start coming back down to the 179s. With your weigh-ins as well, I know you mentioned about they are before the toilet. it doesn't really matter as long as it's consistent. So if you get up in the morning and weigh yourself without going to the toilet, continue doing that. Don't, one day weigh yourself when you've been to the toilet, or one day then the next day weigh yourself when you haven't been to the toilet, because those weigh-ins will be completely foobarred and off. So the best thing is to keep it consistent. So if you wake up, can go to the toilet, go to the toilet and weigh in, but you have to try and go to the toilet every morning. Or if you're not bothered about your weigh-in, not bothered about the toilet, just get up and then just weigh in. Ideally, you'll have a wee in the morning, because you should have enough water in you to actually be able to piss in the morning. So if you can't go for a number 2, go for piss and weigh in. If just keep it consistent with that. But I mean, I'm happy because your overall averages have gone down. So you're down by a pound basically from week 6. Not much change from week 5. But obviously, the first 4 weeks you hit it fucking coming and you lost a shit ton of weight. So you are the leanest, or your weigh-ins are the lowest they have ever been, despite having a meal out here and there, which is what we want. We want this to be sustainable, consistent, and you seeing results with everything, with the balance that we can give you. So I'm happy where things are at. Training wise, it's gone really well. You're increasing in reps rather than weight, which is absolutely fine. The way I progress it is potentially just say if I do 50 kg for a set of 8 to 10, I do 8, 9, 10. I will continue using the 50s until I get 3 sets of 10, and then I'll bump the weight up. So do the exact same thing. So let's say, for example, you do 3 sets of 3 sets of 12 to 15 on a lat pull down. If you get 12, 13, 13, keep using that same weight until you get 15 on all 3 sets, and then increase the weight. And then obviously when you increase the weight, you'll drop back down to 12, 12, 12, and then keep using the same weight till you can get 15 with that again. That's how we grow, and that's how we maintain tissue in a cut. So you are doing really well. Your lifts are still maintaining. The smaller isolation movements, you will find it harder to progress. You won't progress them every week, but your compounds you should be attempting to progress every week. What I would say as well, don't do your abs on a different day. Please have 2 rest days a week. So lower push pull off, lower upper off. You need to have Sundays off. Abs just throw in on the end of like a pull or a push day, or even a lower day, whatever the day. But it's 5-day split with abs as an additional part to any session that you feel like maybe is quickest. Or I do mine on my pull days because my pull days are the quickest, and also you do a lot of bent over movements, which does hit a lot of your core, so that's when I throw my abs in. So potentially do the same thing, but I do want you to be taking 2 days off a week in the gym and absolutely nailing the gym. You should be needing these rest days. You should, you should get to a rest day and you're like, oh fuck, it's a rest day. But sleep, you said it's not down to macros, which is good. I believe it's probably just the stresses, a lot going on in your mind, etc., which has caused you for the lack of sleep and tiredness just in general. The macros you're on is still pretty fucking high, so I wouldn't bring it down to macros you feeling lethargic or tired. So just keep digging really, and really not much else to say other than I'm gonna keep you on these macros. 2 reasons. 1, your weight's still dropping. 2, if we're more consistent with your food, then your weight will continue to drop even further. Because obviously you've had a cheat meal here and there, you've had a Watkins, etc. If we continue to hit these macros exactly on, you will drop more weight. So there's no need to bring them even lower at this point. So yeah, that's that. Also, I'm a bit worried. Obviously, you've just started a new job too, so we want to make sure you're, you've got enough energy and not lethargic for that, and your employment is just as important as training. So we want to make sure you've got enough energy to be able to do your job, so you don't get fired. But yeah, just got some new training sheets for you, which I'm about to send over. They're exactly the same kind of format, but they're way easier to use. So Basically, same as last time, your client information here, your current macronutrients setup, your expenditure. Now, this would be quite cool because I want you to basically hit everything running, like just make sure everything's spot on from next week. So this will give you a new kind of fresh start. So you'll see here the 20th of August, which is tomorrow, which you want to start, weighing in and you're making sure everything's correct. The only thing that's changed is your training performance is here rather than on your training tracker, and all it is epic, good, okay, met, and awful. I can't be asked with 1 to 10. So if it's fucking great, just put epic. If it's good, but good. If it's okay, but okay. Gives me more of an indication, really. Your training tracker is kind of exactly the same. Your split is here, but it's more spread out and easier to read and easier to see progression. So like when you put a set in here and a set, I can see exactly right next to each other instead of having to scroll, your progression during the weeks. It just makes it easy for me to be able to help you out. Your image tracker, I want to see these next week, so I put your date and your average weight in here, and it'd be quite cool to, instead of putting week 1, week 2, week 3, we'll see the progression and also the dates and average weights coming in, and then your check-ins exactly the same, so just like you normally do. So I'm going to send these to you right now while I'm talking to you. Can I do that? Yeah, I can. So, oh shit, which one is it? This one. Shit, I don't know. Right, I'm gonna have to ask you, and then I'll send you them. So that's your check-in. No changes for the upcoming weeks. Any questions during the week? Let me know. Any questions at all? Any struggles? Anything? Obviously, I'm here to support you. Here to get you by and meet your reach your goals. So any questions, fire away. So yeah, 0 changes, no cardio, exact same training split, just for 5 days a week. Remember, have 2 days off, and yeah, we'll chat soon.